Okay. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for taking your time to join us. Today is late. Sorry, we had to do some few things and we came in late. Late and it was heavy for us. So, welcome. Because okay, Abdul, Georgina, thank you for joining us. Share it, tell people that we were late, but we are here. Number hot. So for the delay, my name is OBENG DARKO. Welcome to the Saturday meeting. Thank you for taking your time to be here. Tell your friends we are here. We want to look at a subject, gifts. Find your gift and polish it. Find that gift and polish it. Find that gift and polish it. So share it. Tell people we have come here. And, so Georgina, thank you. Boache Champong, thank you for joining us. Christopher Osei, thank you for joining us. Nana Boateng, thank you for joining us. Felix Kasata, thank you for joining us. If you don't have any copies of our books, this is Streamline, How to Teach Yourself Money. Reading, they say, makes a man. If you don't like reading, it means you're missing a lot in life. You should be reading something, whether it's an article, whether it's a book. You should always be looking for knowledge. The moment you improve your knowledge, your life will change. The moment you improve your knowledge, your life will change. The problem is that many people don't know that there's knowledge that you have to fight life with, There's knowledge that you have to fight life with. So they delay. They move in life with their persuasions that they've been taught. And many times those things, especially Africans, so this is perspective, how to develop the mindset to start and build a business. So PBB, phone so PBB, say we are assemblyman, so you're MP, so you're professor. There's something you have to do, especially if you want to change things yourself. If you want to change your life, if you want to, you have to know how to pick an idea and make the idea something that people can pay you for. So that is perspective. This is resilience. You have to be tough. You have to be ready for the battle. Life is not for the few. Life is something that you have to fight. You can be great by sleeping. It's fun. It's an entrepreneur's booklet, And this is our last book. This is a new one. We printed it. It came out yesterday. We uploaded it on Amazon, I think 3 days ago. So it's on Kindle, soft copies and hard copies as well. And we have the hard copies now. So you can get them from MV Shops. It's a good book, I think, African Advantage, because we're living in a time where many people are just talking negatively, Maybe it's been like that for many years, but now people have access to the media at a very cheap rate, at a very low cost. They just let us know what they have in them. And many Africans, when you ask them about anything African, they tell you all the problems, all the challenges, all the difficulties, the corruption, everything. As if there is any place in the world that nobody has problem, And it shows the kind of programming that we have been through. They have really programmed us to look at ourselves in a very, very wrong light. So it's very difficult for you to engage any African for an hour without hearing about problems and challenges and negativity and nepotism and pessimism. Africans, and it's not only the Africans, the world, as we have, the world for the last 500 years has been carved, by Europeans, and Europeans have never wanted any group to be ahead of them. So, and for Africans, they have always wanted us to be at the bottom, and they sacrifice us for their greatness. And so they had to do everything to make sure that we are programmed not to trust ourselves, not to believe in ourselves. And they have programmed almost everybody, their own people. Somebody somewhere, he knows nothing about us, but he thinks that we are poor. And so you have to have IMF constantly tell you that Africa is poor. The World Bank, the G something constantly. And so when you went to school, they told you that you were poor. You came from a developing country, and some countries were great. They told you it's a program, and you watch TV, constantly you're being told that you people are poor, you're backward, and that's why everyone would want to get out of our continent. It is not true. It is not true. It's a program. What they know, the mind is a very complex thing. The mind is a processing place. Any information that you feed the people with, they will believe it. And they know that they can condition us to believe that we have nothing. And now many of our people, so the young people, we need a whole different programming for us to look at the beauty and the prosperity, the blessings that Almighty God has given us as a people. So if you tell somebody that you want to sell your house here and go to another country, go to England, go to America, they'll say, go ahead and sell it. As if when you get there, the money is on the street. No, you have to work to get money, but there are so many things that you can do here. And that's the argument that I built here, that if you want to see the advantage, you must reprogram your mind. You must reprogram your mind. We are saying that you've been educated wrongly. And once you deal with that education, you can see so many opportunities. The moment you deal with the errors that they have pushed on us, you start to see that you are not late, that you are not ill-equipped, and that you are living in a blessing. So there are so many things that come against us, but once you're equipped, you can fight. So that is African advantage. So you should get a copy. Spend your money to read things that will make you confident and proud as a human being, as an African particularly, that you can change something with whatever that you have. So you came you came as a complete being. When you came to this world, you came as a complete being. You came with everything that you will need. That's what they didn't tell you. So they made you believe that if you didn't go to school, then you couldn't do anything. If you were not born from a particular place, then you couldn't do anything. If you could not speak English, then you are nothing. We are bad, so you can't do anything. Those are all not true. You come as a complete seed. It's your ability to identify, or it's your duty to identify that which you came with and to develop it and make it have great impact on others. So today we want to talk about gifts. You all came with one. You came with one, I came with one. Everybody, whether you know your parents or you don't know your parents, whether they found you in a gutter, whether you have a hand or you don't have hands, or you have legs, you don't have legs, you have nose, or maybe whatever that you came up with, whatever package, so long as you're a human being and you have spirit and body and soul, you came with a gift. And it's your duty to find that gift. It's your duty to find that gift. There's another thing. We are buying books and giving them we're going to give them to schools. So Rita is the one who came up with the idea. And you can buy 1 book, 2 books, 3 books, 100 books, 1,000 books. Even you want to buy 1 million books. It's our duty to make sure that we learn how to share and impact lives. It's not right to only absorb and take. It's also your duty to make sure that you influence somebody. And so that is one thing that we have to learn. You have to learn to promote and help others brilliantly without you even gaining anything directly. And so you can send me a message if you want to sponsor 1 or 2 or 10. You can't say that you don't have money. You have data, you are watching this, it means you have money. You have phone, you are watching this, it means you have money. You ate today, you have money. You don't have to be rich to impact lives. You don't have to be rich to change people with your gift. You don't have to be. You just have to have a willing heart to do something, as little as you are with where you are. And so we have this program. We are sponsoring books. Each book is 30 CDs. The new one is 40 actually, but the others are 30 each. So you can sponsor. Somebody told me the other time, said that I want to sponsor 10, but I'm going to split it. So I'll be paying every week or every other week. And I was impressed that somebody and there's a I think there's a barber at Sakurati. He also sent me money. He said that I want to buy this number, and I'll be paying it bit by bit. I think that is a great book, and people should have access to it. I think every one of us, if you come to this platform often, you can't be stingy. You can't say that me, I don't care. I just came to absorb. No, one of the greatest way to learn is you trying to help others to see what you see. That is one of the greatest way to learn. So don't just come here where your catchers will be a ye danwa, will be a party, will be kobe, will be a football join it. But when we have to come out, when we have to come together and do something productive, something that is of growth and development. I'm amazed that we can come together and go and help somebody to have funeral for maybe their parents, their relatives, or something like that. But the same person that we will support during the funeral ceremony or wedding ceremony or naming ceremony, the same person is trying to do something significant like a business or a project, and we don't seem to come together to support that. It's amazing. Yeah, especially school platforms, they can come together and go to all funerals. But when you have a business, a project, and you're looking for people to come together, people now they are wise. You see, so we have to retrain our mind to come together and do something that will change the dynamics of our situation, that will change the fundamentals, that will bring progress. Because you can go to funeral, you can go for naming ceremony and parties, but the fundamentals of our economy will not change. So we have to come together and really say that we have to take charge of our economy. So if you see somebody do something that will change that will impact that, make sure that you play a part. Many times that is the part that is the time that you become very wise. Promote your brother's business, promote your sister's company. Come together, give them money. If they are struggling, support them. That is what brings progress and prosperity. You see anybody it does not still change the unemployment. It will still not stop the Chinese from mining. But if your brother wants to start a business or is doing a business, promote it. We need to learn that when anything that has to do, even as a culture, when it comes to sports, entertainment, politics, religion, we come together. But when it comes to let's come together and maybe open a retail shop somewhere, open a supermarket, maybe mine our own gold, come together and maybe build something significant. We don't with that one, we are debating. We debate. But when it comes to things that will not change the fundamentals of our situation, that's why we are together. And I think it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. So 2 cedi, 3 cedi, 5 cedi, whatever you can sponsor support, do that. We have given a lot to prisons, to many schools. I remember 2016, we sent some to Kwame Nkrumah University, some to Pokwara School in Sawam. We sent some to Nigeria. To 2016, we sent some to Kenya. So many places that we gave them for free, and we still continue to give for free. So it's good. You can't change a man's life until you change his mind. And that's why they control Africans. They know that if they let us see light, you can keep people. The people you can control forever are the people that you keep in ignorance. You can give them food, you can give them water, they still be slaves. If they have to make their own food, create their own, you have to give them knowledge. And that's why if you pay attention, you see that many of our radio stations, TV stations, the only thing that they beam, politics, news, sports, entertainment, religion, that's it. Anything that will develop the minds of our people, no. You can't tell me how many radio stations are devoted to teaching our people finance, business, innovation, product development, creativity, marketing, sales, technology. You can see many programs in our country that do that. Mind development. No. You try tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. It's Bible reading to Bible reading, prayer. That's it. We think that we are not responsible for anything. God will come and do everything for us. That's why we're praying. The knowledge to create computers and phones. No, we don't promote them. It's not in our domain. I dare say that. It's not in our domain. Many places where people will get information to organize their thoughts, to organize their lives in our country, very minimal. It's but the day, oh, politics, yeah, elections, yeah, what has happened? It's not going to do anything, I'm telling you, especially your personal life. If you don't get the right knowledge to change your personal life, no matter who becomes the president, you will still struggle, because that one is you, And I wish that we will have TV stations, because we have a lot to change. We have a lot to deal with. We have a lot of resources, but there's a lot of knowledge that we don't have. There's a lot of things that we cannot put them together to fight and create our own destiny as Africans, And meanwhile, the very critical things that we need to cause these changes, they are not in the atmosphere. They are not on TV. They are not in the books. They are not on radio. Even so, on social media, look at the channels that a lot of our people will watch, 5,000 views, 10,000 views. Many times, what are they discussing? They are insulting one politician or other, or they are praying to God. Meanwhile, the people who are creating computers and building new technology, they're developing their mind. And so you can see that I think that there's a deliberate mechanism somewhere to make sure that our people are not at a certain level of knowledge. Even those of us who have gone to university, when we meet them and we are discussing, you see that there's so many things that people don't know, except the ones that they taught them in the school. When they come out, there's so much they don't know. So much. And knowledge is always changing. Knowledge is always changing. But even the very basic, fundamental, critical things that many of our people must be aware, they are not aware. So, for instance, our classmates, engineers, our platform, they put morning devotion there. That's all. Morning devotion. The other day, ask him, so what do you put this here all the time? What are we going to do with it? Every day, morning devotion. When are you going to put an article that says that you can make this machine? This is a new technology. No. And so we are at the very bottom. That's a fact. So there has to be, and it's not our fault. Somebody really program us. So we went to school, that's what they put in us. You come out, you watch TV, that is what they're trying to put in you. So there's a whole world that we are not privy to. There's a whole world of productivity, of creation, of growth, of innovation, of competition that many of our people are not aware. So we see a lot of our nice men, young gentlemen, huge. He comes out of his Land Cruiser, but he has no idea, no desire to even make the Land Cruiser. Even the shirt that he's wearing here doesn't care. He's just waiting for somebody to make it, for him to buy it and show it to us. He's driving a very expensive car, but really does not care. That as a group, because all races, every race is in competition, except the Africans. The Africans are not competing as a race. The Africans are competing at the individual level. The white people, they are competing as a race. The Chinese, they are competing as a race. There's something they call race consciousness. They know. But the Africans are competing individual level, So they think that if I buy a Land Cruiser, then I'm successful. They are not looking at group success. And it's something that somebody told us, So there's so much that we need to learn. There's so much that we need to know. Go to your child's school and see what they are teaching them, and tell me if they can fight with those things that they are teaching them. Go to the university and see the things that they are teaching them, and tell me that if they can fight, they can create anything with the things that they are teaching them there. And that no wonder when they come out, they are looking for somebody to help them, to give them job, because the things that they teach them have not built them to build anything. So there's a lot. And when they come out, they tune the radio. It's all noise from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., 11 a.m. Politics. 11 to maybe 2. What is it? How they say? Worry to say. Our Semko worry 2, worry 3. Then latter part of it, they do a lot of sports, entertainment, show, the music. So there's a lot that we are not aware. There's so much we are not aware. So my name is OBENG DARKO. Today we want to talk about gifts. Gift. When God made you, when God made me, He gave each of us gifts. Every one of us, we have gift. We are gifted. We came with it. It's your duty to find yours. It's my duty to find mine. And the gift that you find, the gift that the Almighty gave you, every one of us, we could have one or more, but there is one which is dominant. That one, that is where your greatness is. The gift that you find. And your greatness is where you are in a position where you are producing to change lives, and you're so much fulfilled in that. And you're so much happy doing that. Some people can be at a place where they have become famous and powerful, but you know that they are not happy. They drag themselves because that is not their strength. So your greatness is in your gift. Your greatness is in your gift. And all of us are gifted. I wrote these books. I never thought that I would write a book, So it's a gift. It's a gift. I never thought that I would teach subjects that I didn't learn them from any school. So that is a gift. That is a gift. And anybody who knew me growing up knew that I love to share whatever I knew with people. So I could organize young people and just teach them what I knew. That was when I was just very young, very, very young, maybe 10, 7, when I could write. I could gather people and teach them. Even at the JSS level, I could gather and teach. SS level, same. After university, same. The only thing is I didn't want to teach things that you have to mark exam. But I love to share knowledge. So that was a gift that I came with. I love to ask a lot of questions, process. I think that is the gift that I have, So I could sit down and strategize, plan, and execute. If something is wrong, I could sit down and ask a lot of detailed questions. So that is a gift that I came with. You also came with something. Some people's gift is their head. Some people is their hand. Some people is their leg. Some people is their heart. Some people is their beauty. Some people is in their voice, their nose, their hair. They come in every shape and form. So you have to find your gift and polish it, because that is where your greatness is. That is where your greatness is. You have to find your gift and polish it. It is your duty. What they call talent, if you want. It is your duty to find that one, because that is where your greatness is. If you don't find it and you follow only what the school gave you, you'll be average. You'll be average. So you go to school, you just think that once you pass the exam, that'll be or no. There's a gift that God gave you. Have you found yours? Have you found yours? And when it is your gift, you never get tired learning about it. Any material that you get that is around a gift, you can read it even if you're tired. And in executing it, you hardly get tired as well, because that is the strength that you have. And your gift is your strength. You came with it. Anything that you love to read about, that you never get exhausted, you can ask a lot of questions. You're always thinking about that. That is a gift. Anything that you can spend a lot of time learning about it, training, exercising, executing it, that is a gift that the Almighty gave you. And that is where your greatness is. Some people, when they get to farm, they see plants. They can name every plant. When you mention one name of a plant to him, he will never forget it. Some people, they love children. When you see them, they can be with children. Some people, when they see somebody who is very disadvantaged, they get so much concern. Some people, they like politics, everything. Some people, they like making clothes, so they can get up 2 a.m. and they just be drawing. Some people, they like construction. Some people, they like technology. It's their gift. What is it that you're so much obsessed with that you can spend hours doing and you never get tired? Sometimes you're even hungry. You never feel like you're hungry, because that is where your greatness is, and that is really your gift. And we call something purpose. Your life purpose is directly linked to the giftings that the Almighty gave you. And your purpose is where you influence lives with. So you came with that gift. And once you find that gift, you solve problems with that gift. And that is where people get to know you. That's where you find your fulfillment. And that is where you find your greatness. All of us, we came with that gift. It is your duty to find it. You never get tired. Somebody is a teacher and he can teach. Everybody say, oh, we won't pay you, and he doesn't even care. He's not Rachel, but he can teach from morning to evening. He gets sad and he gets very confused and frustrated when the children are not passing. When he sees somebody who's, let's say, 10 years and he can't read, he's so much concerned. Somebody is born to be a health worker. When he gets to the hospital, when he meets when they visit the patient, you can feel it, because this person is so much patient with the patient, so much kind, and they feel the pain. Wherever that you feel, whichever pain that you feel, whichever burden that you have, that is where your giftings are supposed to be. And that is where you find your greatness. What is it that frustrates you? What is it that causes you a lot of pain? What is it that is your burden? What is your burden? You must have a burden. You don't say that me, I'm looking for just a good paying job. What look through society. What is it that gets you very much sad, concerned, burdened? You can't sleep, you become very sad, and you think like you should just change everything in a day. Many times, that is where you are gifted, and that is where you have to find that gift and polish it and make a change whilst you have time. So you never tired learning about this gift. Many people are trying to replace that with school and degrees and certificate. No, your gift will never be replaced by your certificate or your degrees. As a matter of fact, if you find a gift, then you should take a course in that to polish it. If you find it, if maybe you love computers, then somebody can teach you so that you can become better in that. You can, your mind, the way you see your gift is wired. It is the way you are wired. It's the way you are designed. Everything is the mind works effectively and differently when you're operating in that gift. When you're operating in that gift. So all of us must find that. You must find your gift. Don't just go through life and say, "Who am I? Who are you? What is it that you when people meet you, when people come to you, why do you think they come to you? What is it that they will pass everybody else and come to you and consult you and ask you to do? That is a gift. If you don't find your gift, you find life that much frustrating, and you live a very shallow life. You live a very shallow life. So you what you produce, and your gift is supposed to produce something with. You're supposed to produce something that will change the lives of many with the gift that God gave you. You're supposed to produce solution, product, services with that gift. And in that gift is your greatness. And many people will benefit from that. If you find that and you develop it, many people will benefit from that. People will go to, having a net to come to look for that. Because that gift is what you create value. And value, when people meet you, they are looking for value. And no matter who doesn't like you, once you have value that people are looking for, they can say that this man is something nobody cares. So long as you're producing something that people need, because every one of us, we need. I need you, you need me. There's something that you have that I need. And no matter what any other person says, no matter what they say, once I need, there's a value that you are creating. Once I need that value, I will jump through everything to come for it. So the same thing, what is it that people are looking for you? People are looking for something, value. And what is it that you are creating? What value are you creating with that gift that you have? So long as you create that, people will go everywhere to look for you. Because everybody is looking for value addition. Everyone is looking for something. Somebody created this computer. How to use money to buy. Somebody created this camera. Somebody created this phone. Somebody created this. Everybody is creating something with their gift. What are you creating? What are you creating? Because that is where your greatness is. So people will go through everything to come and find you because of that gift that you have. And that's why nobody is disadvantaged, actually, because you came with a gift. And once you find that gift and you grow it, people will go everywhere to look for you, because that gift that you have is a solution to a problem that they have. The gift that you have is a solution to a problem that somebody else has. So you need that. You need to find yourself, because if you don't find, a lot of things that you're enjoying, people spent hours to develop them, and they develop them with the giftings that the Almighty God gave them. They polish it, and they came up with that. That's why you are enjoying it. You look through your room, whether it's the bed, whether it's the bed sheet, whether it's the water, whether it's computer, books, cameras, whatever that you see in your room, it was somebody who had that gift to develop it. What have you developed with the gift that you have? What is it? Have you solved any significant problems with the gift that you have? Have you? So your gifts are the things that will make you great. You need that. And never restrict yourself with your certificate and your training. Your gift is in your heart. And your spirit responds to that gift. That's why you find it very easy to train in that. Very easy to train in that. And people will ask you, why did you go to school to learn this? You say, oh, I didn't go anywhere. It's a gift. You just need one or two things to know how to do it and do it right and polish it. So that is where you really have to pay attention to. And the other thing is that because many people, you also have to learn how to monetize, place economic value on the gift. Because some people are very gifted, but they're still broke and poor because they don't find a way to monetize that. Many should know about their gift, and it's your sole responsibility to learn that one. You have that. Everyone is gifted. Even if you don't believe that you are gifted, every one of us is gifted. And the gift is in raw stage. You need a lot of data, a lot of information to polish it. And the gift will solve problems in society. And somebody is waiting for that gift to work. And once your gift is providing solutions, people will look for you. No matter, it doesn't matter who doesn't like you. They will constantly look for you because you can solve that problems for them or that problem for them. So that is where your greatness is. And every one of us has that gift. My name is OBENG DARKO. Today we are talking about gifts. Your gift. Your greatness is in that gift. All of us have it. Some people have one, some people have more. So, but there is always a dominant one. There's a dominant one. Too much idea. So we can't hear too much idea. So for the talk, too much idea. It can maybe be a chill. You wonder what's so she I don't know. Now would be named dear a canoe. Now kusia. Now ye and then no, and a bama ye. Nipa be a 2 year reaction. So ye be fufu be free man fufu be so ye. Ya made this gift in the mouth. Sabay woni beju yasi. Na nipa benya nso fa so. No pa no kore. Enti nye gidigidi na ye press ye ko ba bi no. Wo so hwehwe. Ebi ase me ba ye die na me ba ye. As a matter of fact, who saw a gift no kra na be kire ba bia wo so tena. And it's our gift no was a boa vreze kumasefo na so de contract kra de ya. Obi ehun. Because was a brabo ye de onya brabo na eden. De nyame de che wo no. Ni baby I know was so de koye adwuma no. Well, the moment I will be huno, where I'm found na ebedi kakra bo say no ebedi, because every gift is given to you for your glory. He gave you those gifts so that you will not struggle. It's just like you giving your children something. Give them something so that they will face life with. That is it. So when you came here, you came with a gift. Never undermine yourself. Don't think that you don't have that. You have it. Every one of us have it. Every one of us have it. What is yours? Have you found it? Who is benefiting from it? What are you producing? What is your gift? Find it, because that is what is going to establish you. That is what is going to make you great. My name is OBENG DARKO. Today, we are talking about gifts. Today I was late because the humanity. But because it's a gift, you don't get tired. Try to execute it. And you love it. And you can connect a lot of things to it. Because you came with it. You don't struggle to execute with your gift. You don't struggle to learn with your gift. To learn about it, to read about it, to influence life with it. When everybody else is tired, you cannot be tired. Why? Because it is in you. It's just like you. It's you. Just like you. And as a matter of fact, when you're operating in that gift, you are nourished. You become young. You're fulfilled. You're happy. Because that is really who you are. So find that, and you must start life with that kind of thinking. You don't start life looking for money. No, you start life looking for that. What is that gift that I came with? Is it football? If you look at Asian or look at Montari or Jai, See that they love it. Even when they are 70 years, if you put football there, they will play. They love it. If you look at politicians who are gifted, they're different from those who go into politics for money. If you will not do it because they will not pay you, that is not your gift. If you're always asking for money and you're not ready to do it for free, and you're not there, nothing pains you there, you're not going there to solve or create any solution to make things easier for people, that is not your gift. That is not your area. You're just going there because you need money. Those who are really called there, they don't ask for money before they even do it. They do it because it comes out of them. It's like a river that flows out of them. They can't sleep. They can't do anything until they pour it out. That is where your greatness is. And that is really what you need to find. So if you have not found that, find it. Every one of us. And a lot of your creation and creativity comes from that gift. So which area do you think you're so much creative, innovative? What is it? Let's say you're an entrepreneur, no problem. Which part of entrepreneurship or which part of business? And which area are you so much, creative and it never gets finished? The ideas come to you and they never get finished. Constantly, every day, there's something that is coming to you and you don't even know where it's coming from because it's just like the internet. It's just the universe. The source of it is God himself, if you want. So when it can never get exhausted. It's plugged in that. When you find your gift, that is what it means. The ideas will constantly come. When somebody is not thinking like that, you are thinking about it. So if you have a very creative, gifted architect, his ideas will be different than the one that they force him to be an architect. If you see a musician who is really gifted, anytime he sits to write or he sits behind the keyboard, it's different flow. It's different flow. It's a whole different realm. Why? Because it's his gift, his word to do that. If somebody is a military officer and is a war general, it's the way he plans, the way he strategizes, the way he thinks. If you tell him something, the way he processes the information is different from the one who is not gifted there. If somebody is gifted to be a cook, that person is different. When they see the food stuff, the creativity that comes to your mind is different from me. When you put me there, I don't see anything because I have no gift in that. When there are things that they push you there, you see that a lot of things will start to come to you because that is really what you're gifted to do. So where is your greatness? It's in the gift that you came with. It's up to you to find it and polish it. And it does not matter your age, your year. Once you find that, people will start to say, And then many times when people start to talk about it, they taste your food and they say, where did you go to that catering school? And you know that you have never gone to any catering school. That is a gift. They look at your drawing. So where did you learn all this? So I have different training. That is where your greatness is. That is where they look at the clothes that you design. So how did you design this? Where did you get all these ideas? Because that is a gift. That is a gift. A gift, and I don't know. In the future, maybe when you stand there to teach, people become quiet and listen. Because that is a gift that you have. So every one of us has a gift. You find yours and you change the society with it. I find mine and I change the society with that. Every one of us must find that. So your children, don't just push them through school and say that go to school. No problem, go to school, but their greatness and their fulfillment is in the areas that they came with, is in the gift that they came with. That's why you can train somebody to be a doctor. You say along the line, I didn't want to be a doctor again. I wanted to be a dancer. Komlado trained, the one who was a journalist, Anytime anybody listened to him, they knew that guy was a great guy. Why? Because it was his gift. But he went to school, he learned medicine, he got out of it, he didn't complete. He came to Legon, social something. Then somewhere along the line, he found radio. And his voice, his enthusiasm, his mind, everything about him was wired like that, So he could have great excellence and great output from his gift. From his gift. So when you go there and you perform and nobody is saying anything about it, it means that you are not gifted. I remember in Opokwari, we had this teacher. He was a physics teacher, Mr. Diodu. He was a great mind. It was his gift. He would teach you physics. And even the ones that were not so much, present could understand it. It was his gift. So every one of us loved his teaching. And there were other ones who were teaching us maths and we were sleeping. Because we knew that they didn't know whatever that they were talking about. Because it was not in them. And you can't give what is not in you. So when you remember the teachers who were very good, because they could read wide about it in that, because that was their gift. So anywhere that your greatness is, watch it well, is linked to the gift that you came with. So you never get exhausted, because there's a minimum number of hours that you need to really spend for you to become great in anything. And if you struggle to spend those hours, it means that there's a mislink somewhere. Many times it's not just because you're lazy, because when you find the gift, nobody will even tell you to go and work, or to go and read about it, or to spend time on it, because it's in you. You will just move, because that is you. Ask the musicians. They can sit in the studio for hours without food, and they may not even feel it, because it's their gift. Ask the footballers. They can train, and they never get exhausted playing. Look at the boxers. Look at great business people. When you meet them, the words that they use, how they are structuring the business, they're always thinking about something. And when you talk to them, you know that this one is his gift. If you have encountered anybody who's gifted builder, they are in the sun. They don't get tired. And when you go there 2 minutes, you want to hide. But this other guy can be there for 10 hours. He's still in the sun. He goes up, he comes down, he moves everywhere, he moves the blocks. Why? Because that is his gift. Everywhere that greatness is, you never get exhausted there. And you love to read about it, search about it. And when there's a problem, you see that you become very sad. You can't even sit, because it gets to you. When others don't even see that problem, you see your greatness is. So find your gift. You share. Times, that is where you have to produce something that will change the lives of others. Maybe you like automobiles. Maybe you know the gift. So my name is OBENG DARKO. Today we're talking about a gift. Find your gift and polish it. And we're saying that your greatness is in your gift. God gave us born. Wherever you were born, you came with it. And that one is team for you to apply that. And we say that you find that by the burdens, what are the things that make you feel like this one is so painful? Many times. That is where your greatness is. So when you were starting the business, you were struggling. And you say that no, many times, because that is where you can feel the pain of others, So it could be in your head, in your mind, on your fingers, can be anywhere. But God gave us all of us. God gave all of us. And that's where, as a matter of fact, that's the key to your greatness. That's what they gave you. He gave you if you don't when you don't find your gift, you always be talking. Keep telling your gift. That's why you can die. That's why you can die happy. because then you have exhausted what he gave you. Is misbehaved. But so that's where your greatness is. You kept. That is where your greatness is. And so if you don't buy it, you will live a very minimal, average life. You work all your life for money and never get money. You know, and you feel like you didn't live out of the spirit, out of your own spirit. All of us. And I really believe that is why you find that's what you find first before any other one. You know, because the gift will make room for you in the good book, you know, and your purpose actually. Those who live purpose life live out of the giftings that they have. So they identify the problems that they can solve, the gifts that they've been given. You know, so my name is OBENG DARKO. Today, we're talking about gift. Gift. I said that, you know, so we'll be at the back. You know, yeah. What is that you have? Polish it, work with it, be patient with it, study how you can make it work. And all the things that you teach, you know, whatever get that you find, if you're able to develop your mind, develop the structures that you need for people to benefit from that gift, then you'll be fine. The other day I was talking to a young man. He said, I want to play football. I said, yes, you can play football, no problem. But you need to develop yourself and make sure that it's your gift. And beyond that, you need to also develop your intellectual ability, because beyond just you playing football or music, you're going to live. You have to understand life holistically as well. You know, so you can join us. I've shared the link. You can join us. I hope the network is good today. You can join us and share your thoughts and a bit more on them. Many so today's gift days. Today is even better. Yesterday was I couldn't see. You know, so today is okay. So your greatness is your gift. Find that one, and once you find it, there's no greater joy than you operating in your gift. You know, and you have to find a way to polish that gift. You have to find a way to make sure that people are aware of the gift that you have, and you have to broadcast it. You know, talk to people, advertise your gift. You know, and you have to constantly be studying that gift as well. You have to constantly be reading, become better. You know, and so you don't say that I don't have anything I can't find yours. Find yours. Everybody can find it. The gift is in you. It's in you, all of us. So that is my gift. Your gift. Everybody needs ability. You know, because to live really is to work with that gift. They gave you that gift. Once you make great impact with that, then you can live without worrying. You know, so I shared the link. You can share your thoughts here if you're ready. You know, this is one of those topics. A bonus of destiny. what people call destiny, So it's good that you find yours. Other than that, you will say that so many people have defined their lives with just the physical training that they had. So they easily get exhausted, they get depressed, with the little energy that they exert, they give up, because they are not really working with their gift. It's more mechanical, more mechanical. Somebody said the network is not good. It's not me. It's not me offer. It's not me at all. So let's okay, so let's see. I've swapped it. Let's see if it's okay. So you can join us if you want. Nana Kwame, you can join us. Tell us about your story. So you leave